From KTSM 9 News, your local weather authority, this is your forecast first.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. We're looking at a warming trend starting today, meaning we're going to continue to see those temperatures rise. As for things right now, you can see a lot of dry, warmer air across much of our area. There is, however, some moisture out towards the west. That's going to head in our direction later this week. I'll talk more about that in just a moment. But taking a look at those current temperatures, 50 degrees in both El Paso and Las Cruces, 49 in Deming. We should see highs in the 60s. I'll go ahead and give you a look at that coming up in your full forecast. KTSM 9 News at noon starts right now.
Coming up, El Paso agencies execute a search warrant early this morning. We have a look at the active scene.
Plus, an update on that murder on Texas Avenue that happened last week.
And how the different COVID-19 vaccines work, why you should not mix them, from an expert.
From the station putting local first, this is KTSM 9 News at noon.
Good afternoon, and thank you for choosing KTSM 9 News at noon. I'm Jay Russell.
And I'm Susie Castillo. New at noon, a suspect has been arrested in connection to the murder on Texas Avenue that happened last week. As we reported, El Paso police patrol officers were dispatched to the South Central area to conduct a welfare check. When they walked into a building on Texas Avenue near Cotton, officers discovered the body of a man. An investigation led police to arresting 20-year-old Ivan Gabaldon for the murder of 63-year-old Juan Garcia Flores. Investigators determined both men walked into the building together, and after an encounter, Gabaldon fatally stabbed Flores, allegedly. Gabaldon was booked into the El Paso County Detention Facility under a $1 million bond.
Also happening now, El Paso's bomb squad and the Texas Department of Public Safety are assisting in Homeland Security investigations in an East El Paso neighborhood right now. HSI says this morning that they were executing a warrant on Proud Eagle Drive near George Dieter and Edgemere. That's when they found out that they were calling material that required them to call in the bomb squad. The neighborhood is still being closed at the time for traffic. Stay with KTSM 9 News for more updates on our website as well. In the midst of the pandemic, there's still people that are in need of a mask to protect themselves against COVID-19. And one local organization is going above and beyond to keep the borderlands safe. The El Paso NAACP is in the process of passing out 8,000 free masks to the community. And Tanika Wilborn of the local chapter told me that she's proud that she could help slow the spread.
To me, it's a privilege to be a part of an organization like this and be able to give back and help my fellow members and the community as a whole when it comes to something like this.
Now, if you're in need of a mask or know someone that needs one, you can call the number on your screen at 915-751-6490 or head to KTSM.com and shoot them an email.
With a third vaccine out, more questions arise about its usage. One of them being, can we receive two different types of vaccines? KTSM 9 News reporter Carla Draxler has more.
One of those many questions we have about vaccines is, can we receive two different vaccines, and what would that do? Infectious disease specialist Dr. Armando Mesa tells me we shouldn't be mixing the vaccines. If you have received a dose of one vaccine, you should continue with the second dose of the same brand. And in the case of the new Johnson & Johnson vaccine, you will need only one. He explains that according to the CDC, these vaccines, however similar, do have differences in their structure. Since there is no data on what happens if we do mix them, the CDC recommends to choose only one and have it administered as it is prescribed to avoid unwanted side effects.
Those individuals who are having side effects or are having allergic reactions that are more severe, I think the last thing that you want to get into is getting two vaccines and not knowing to which one you were allergic to or had a more side effect.
Dr. Mesa says with the new vaccine out, we are looking at a shorter time to reach herd immunity and the so-called new normal. But Dr. Mesa says this is not the time to let our guards down. Reporting in the studio, I'm Carla Draxler, KTSM 9 News.
Thank you, Carla. Taking a look at the latest COVID-19 data for El Paso County, the El Paso Health Department is reporting 14 more COVID-related deaths today. The total number of deaths now at 2,083. According to the city, these deaths did not happen on the same day, rather over a period of weeks. Health officials are also reporting 170 new cases today. Active cases are below 6,000. More than 115,000 El Pasoans are considered recovered from the virus. The recovery rate at about 93%. And looking at our hospital numbers, data shows an increase of these numbers today. 311 people are currently being treated for the virus, up 6 from yesterday. 115 of those patients are in the ICU, also up 2. 88 patients are on ventilators. That's an increase of 7.
Public Education Department is releasing new details on its request to waive some standardized testing requirements this year due to the pandemic. In a letter to the U.S. Department of Education, the state is asking for an exemption from the requirement to test 95% of the students. Education leaders want to test at least 1% of the students and gather a representative sample. The state would provide all families the option to have their students tested this spring, but not require them to do so.
The Las Cruces Public Schools Board has appointed a new interim superintendent to leave the district following the death of Dr. Karen Trujillo, who was hit by a vehicle while walking her dogs last week.
I will entertain a motion to enter into a written supplemental agreement with Mr. Ralph Ramos to serve as interim superintendent under the terms discussed in closed executive session.
After hours in executive session at Monday's special meeting, the board elected Camino Real Middle School principal Ralph Ramos to serve as interim superintendent. Before the meeting, the board held a moment of silence for Dr. Trujillo. Dr. Trujillo's 2 dogs, who were also injured in last week's crash, are expected to make a full recovery. That's according to family members. Both dogs are huskies, named Blue and Sapphire. Sapphire had to undergo surgery to put her hip back into place. Trujillo's husband is encouraging the community to contribute to a fund established in the late superintendent's honor at an MSU. You can find a link on our website, KTSM.com.
Local organizations needed more volunteers and resources as more groups of asylum seekers will continue crossing into El Paso, but in larger numbers. Local immigration advocates say long-time preparations for this moment help stabilize the process of providing hospitality, food, and other basic needs. Dylan Corbett of the Hope Border Institute says about 25,000 asylum seekers have active cases in the MPP program. Organizers expect more migrants to enter El Paso in the coming weeks.
What that will mean is more volunteers helping Annunciation House, providing meals, and that will mean also help in Ciudad Juarez to migrants who are arriving, preparing to come into the United States. And they'll need shelter, they'll need food, they'll need basic human services. And at Hope Border Institute, through the Border Refugee Assistance Fund, we'll be supporting that population.
Different ways to help, either by making online donations, donating food, or donating your time by volunteering. We have all of that information on our website, KTSM.com.
New Mexico State University is rejecting requests that the campus take on sanctuary status for students who are in the country illegally. According to the Las Cruces Sun News, the university declined formal proposals to establish a sanctuary declaration. Proponents say it would protect students and faculty who are DACA recipients. The NMSU chancellor says that the school already who do not have legal immigration status.
An El Paso man is accused of leading law enforcement on a brief chase in Canutillo. Deputies arrested Mario Banda Monday afternoon after he allegedly tried escaping from law enforcement after he was pulled over. According to the sheriff's department, a deputy attempted to pull Banda over because he didn't have a license plate. During the traffic stop, Banda allegedly took off on foot. When deputies arrested Banda, they discovered he was in possession of marijuana and had a firearm.
Your Ways Traffic Check, sponsored by Lusheen Vyas and Enderman Injury Lawyers.
Looks like we are seeing some slow-moving traffic right now on Red Road, and that's right in front of Franklin High School. Traffic is actually moving at about 5 miles per hour in that area.
Coming up, zookeepers give us an inside look at how they encourage pumas to exercise at the El Paso Zoo.
And then parents of student athletes at a local district will soon be allowed at games, what they will be required to do before attending.
And we're continuing to see those temperatures slowly rise into the rest of today. What exactly that means for today's highs, I'll have more details on that coming up in your full forecast. Thanks for watching KTSM 9 News at Noon.
You're watching KTSM 9 News at noon with Susie Castillo, Jay Russell, and forecaster Selena Quintana. If you have a news story, call our hotline now, 914.